endlessly is the attraction of a street gang, and I suspect it would have been.
Listen to them talking about we don't really know where we come from. But I just done showed you where we come from because I just took you on a trip around my manor. Listen to them talking about weed all now. Hear this.
It's led by somebody strong invariably, or a group of strong people, older. You can look up to them, and they are boys, or men in this particular case. And so the drift towards this is understandable.
And what about the role of family breakdown in all of this, family and community breakdown?
Well, it's clear the patterns are there. I think broken homes, family breakdown plays a huge part in setting up the individual. I'm doing a study at the moment with Graham Allen and with the Smith Institute, and we're looking at under 3 children, dysfunctional families, and trying to figure out how you can deal with those, because it's quite clear the pattern of a dysfunctional family of a child, and the child reaches 2.5, you can pretty much predict where they're going to be by 18, and almost no amount of money is going to change that course of action. So
says who?
To try and put some of these things right.
I came from nothing, I'm something. Says who?
In the street gang, almost certainly.
See, they done predetermined our shit, and all we do is fucking prove them right. Sad. This shit is really real. It's really real. I got a family in Edmonton. I used to live in Peckham. That was right in the corner from my yard.
A central question for the Street Weapons Commission was, how can you intervene inside the homes of problem families? They heard evidence from one organisation that is doing just that. Project workers from the children's charity NCH offer support to parents on a voluntary basis, teaching parenting skills and basic discipline.
Hello.
Lydia Sorensen, the project worker with the charity.
I know you work with families, some of whom have troubled young children. Can you tell us a little bit about that work?
That work consists of a project worker like myself going into the property, family home, and working up to 9 hours each week. It can consist of practical support, but the reason why we're going into the family home,
so I'm saying it's why we need to articulate.
Family have been perceived as being antisocial. That may be drug dealing from the property, domestic violence within that property, you know, nuisance and gangs, congregation.
It seems to me that one of the answers, which is simplicity itself,
yeah,
is you've got to get to the parents and train the parents.
I think that our project deliver family support, and that we do that through a parenting training called in Newham called Triple P, which is positive parenting, and that really looks like you know, really basic things, you know, training the parents to have family routines, to listen to your child when they're talking to you, not to scream and not to shout at them, you know, to have an environment which works for everybody in the family, that can build upon relationships. Everybody's going to have a different relationship within a family, but it's looking at the really basic things that are happening within a family and trying to build upon what you've got that's good, rather than looking at the negatives within that family.
I'm just wondering how receptive or the family towards you coming in terms of not being, well, seen to be a sort of knight in shining armour coming in to save this family. How receptive are the families?
Not very.
And how do you get around this?
That's about true commitment, and that's about going back time and time and time and time again and showing your face and saying you're not going anywhere. I think families are so used to professionals coming, knocking on the door, the families give some abuse, the professional walks away and says, oh, I can't work with that family anymore. You know, and I think the family test project workers like myself. So what we do is we're consistent. So we go back and we may take the verbal abuse, but we'll come back and we'll explain our position. The thing with the family project is that we provide a voluntary basis. We're not throwing this support at the family, and we explain to them in very simple terms that we're here to support you. However, if you don't want that support, then that's your choice. But the consequence for you not taking this support and the way that you're going, it's going to lead you in a place that you may not want to be for your children and for yourself. So I think it's about being really real and telling them how you see things, but saying it's about choice. You make this choice. I'm not forcing you. I'm not statutory service. I'm not forcing this upon you. This is all about what you decide and what you choose. But I go back time and time and time again, and that's what they see. And eventually it's about building that relationship with them. that they see that I'm not, it's just this 1 minute wonder that will come and promise them all these things and then leave them.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the work you do.
Thank you. Thanks.
After the break, Hug a Hoodie, the evidence that instead of demonising gangs, we should learn to love them.
Hope fucking people are watching this shit. If not, I'm gonna post it on YouTube.